fermo che devo essere
Yes, people, Alex Pereira gets the job done at UFC 320. He knocks out Ankalaev in the first round. I think it was within the first 2 minutes. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And the crazy thing is, I did predict this. My heart was going with Alex Pereira, but my head was going with Ankalaev. But Alex Pereira made the right adjustments, guys. Everything I said that he needed to do, he did. And the good thing about this fight, and the good thing about what Alex did, from when the round started, he sprinted to Ankalaev. He put the pressure on him straight away, which is what Alex Pereira usually does. And why that's good as well for someone like Alex Pereira, he hasn't got the best wrestling, the best ground game. But the fact that he comes out, puts you under pressure straight away, it stops you from being able to shoot takedowns. So Ankalaev couldn't even shoot any takedowns if he wanted to because he was backed up against the cage. Pereira put it on him straight away, landed a few good low kicks. And listen, Pereira just, it looked completely different to the first fight. And I don't want to sit here and say, the first fight was a fluke. And people were saying Alex Pereira was making excuses because he said he wasn't 100%, this, that, and the other. But guys, even when that fight was done, as you guys know, I don't want to take anything away from the other fighters' performance because at the end of the day, Ankalaev won that fight and he fought a good fight. But I did say Alex didn't look how he usually looks. Something looked a bit off. Clearly, he wasn't 100% because the way he came out in that fight and the way he fought in that fight was so much different. I feel like in the first fight, he fought so much more reserved. Obviously, Ankalaev did well with the lead hand. But this time around, Pereira just didn't even allow him any room to get into his rhythm or to even... Honestly, I feel like Ankalaev really underestimated Pereira. I feel like he really thought he was the better fighter. But you weren't... The man you fought at UFC 320 and the man you fought a couple months ago are not the same people, clearly. And that's just the truth. Because Alex Pereira came out how he usually does, putting the pressure on his opponent straight away. He didn't give Ankalaev any space, any room to breathe. He was on him. And you could see, as soon as Pereira put it on him, Ankalaev his body language was saying, "Oh, this wasn't what I faced last time." And as soon as Pereira landed that right on the temple, that was the beginning of the end. I believe Ankalaev tried to go for a takedown, couldn't get it. Pereira ends up on top, which is smart. You go for the takedown when you're hurt. Couldn't get it. Pereira ends up on top position and he lands his ground and pound. Nasty elbows to the body, 12-6 to the head. And Ankalaev just had no answer at all. And the referee had no choice but to stop that fight, which was the right decision. And I'm happy. I'm happy that Alex Pereira won because Ankalaev and his camp were talking a lot of rubbish. They said Pereira's slow, he's old, this, that, and the other. Well, you just got beat by a slow and old fighter if that's the case. And at the end of the fight, Pereira did his signature, and he went up to Ankalaev and he said, "Shama." I'm happy for Pereira, man. He did what he needed to do, and to be honest, I'm not really gonna call it adjustments because this is how Alex Pereira usually fights. He's on the front foot. He pushes you back. He doesn't give you space to breathe. And you know what? He's like an Ilya Taporia. He does his best job, his best work, backing you up, making you go backwards. And you can see he hurt Ankalaev when he backed him up and got him against the cage. So yes, now we have no Dagestanis as champions. Thank you, Alex Pereira. Thank you. JDM, I beg, do the job. Jack de la Madalena, do the job. when the time comes, make sure that Dagestani does not get the belt. You see the other night's PFL, Khabib, he was saying we are the best in the world. How many world champions from Dagestani do you have talking about you're the best in the world? I'll listen. Let me not take anything away from the Dagestanis. Though they work hard and train hard, I'll give them that. But for you to say they're the best in the like, you lot are the best in the world. Let's look at the champions, bro. Like you guys don't have that many champions. Thank you, Alex Pereira. Great performance. There was no flaws in his performance. He did what he needed to do, and he did it quick, and he made it look easy. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to see a rematch. They probably will get, depending on the thing is the way Alex put a stamp on this fight, and it's like, yes, Ankalaev won the first fight, but and it was 40-47, so it was still a close matchup. It's not like it wasn't close, and it just proves Alex wasn't at 100%, because when he now was at 100%, look what he was able to do. He got a knockout in the first minute and 30 seconds. So that should tell you all. There's not really a need for a trilogy. I get why they would do it if that's the case, but honestly, I don't see anybody in that division beating Alex Pereira. I know Carlos Ulberg and Yuri Prohaska are probably the guys next, but I think Pereira beats both of them, if I'm being completely honest. Genuinely, like Prohaska's lost to him twice. Shouts out to Prohaska on a great win yesterday as well, though. And you know, he showed a lot of sportsmanship and respect for Pereira when he beat Ankalaev. So listen, you have to commend that. I like that sort of stuff. That's what I'm saying, man. Fighting, it brings people together. It brings people together. But Pereira, he is that guy. Shama. He is that guy. For everybody that was doubting him, talking rubbish. And Ankalaev, he looks so sad, and I'm happy he did, because you were talking the talk, talking a load of trash. You even said you was gonna send Pereira back to the tire shop. Nah, bro, he was not going back to that tire shop. So shouts out to Alex Pereira on his win at UFC 320. Look out for my full breakdown and reaction to the fights, which will be out later today. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed UFC 320. Shouts out to Alex Pereira on his great win. Shama, Shama, Shama.